First of all, welcome everyone to the Minecraft Survivor Season 2 Yukon After Show. I'm here live with the Season 2 cast, so welcome guys. A little bit of claps please.
Yeah! Season 2!
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Goat season.
This won't be live on YouTube right now, but this is live to the Discord that, the audience is watching, all that good stuff, but I'll edit this and then post it tomorrow, all that good stuff, and yeah. So, before we get this started, I'm going to start this off with, going down the line, just asking each of these castaways one question. But first, we're going to start with someone that might have to go later on. So, Pi.
Hello.
How are you doing? And let's get to your question. Let's see. Where are you at? There you are. Alright, so, Pi. You were like the last victim of the, the Brain Tribe pre-merge massacre, But, you kind of volunteered to be like the last boot after failing the challenge. Had you not done that, do you think you like survived that tribal council, or do you think you're always going to be the boot there, and like why?
So, first of all, for context, the plane out of Yukon leaves in about 20 minutes, and so if I want to see my wife and kids, I gotta get out of here fast. Anyways, I think that Jeffels and I could have pulled something on soccer, but like at that point, after just throwing the challenge and after seeing Kaz and Killer, two people who I respected a lot in this game and who I did have a bond with, go home, it just hurt me like mentally, and so I kind of just like felt the fatigue very quickly, very early on in this game, and so whenever I kind of just cost my tribe the challenge, it was just like I didn't think I could make it far in the game. I wanted Jeffels and Soccer to make it far in the game, and so I gave it the best shot they had. And so, yeah, I'm proud of Jeffels getting second place. Wait, it is that he gets second place, right? I just.
Oh no, I lost.
Oh yeah, okay, chill. But yeah, I'm glad.
Dang, I lost.
And yeah, so is that it, Echo?
Yeah, Mike, I invite you to stay. Oh, there he is on stage. Mike, we're on the
Alright.
the regular IP. Jeffels, Soccer, anything to chime in with that? Do you agree with that take or what?
You got anything, Soccer?
I got my DMs with Pi posts and everybody said the opposite, but
Dang. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw my own like little hat in the ring in there. It was shown in the episode before we went to the challenge, but I told Pi that if we lost again, I was considering just putting the idol in the chest and just letting them vote me out, but then that didn't happen because Pi. How long were we at the challenge? Pi, like we had a lead, right?
Too
we had
long,
a big lead.
We
had a big lead, and then I was just sitting there like yelling at you for 15 minutes. I can't believe.
Thank God you blew that lead.
I know. But hey,
Uh,
I don't know what happened. That's there and we're here. So.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. I got your question out of the way, Pi. You're more than welcome to
Thank you.
stay as long as you can, but I just want to get that.
I gotta run.
Dude, reserve my seat.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll put your play school then. But thank you for coming for the short time, Pi. All right. Now we're gonna go in order after I put down.
So I appreciate all of y'all.
Love you, Pi.
Love you, Pi.
Peace out, Pi.
Much love.
Take care, Pi.
Bye,
Pi.
What a guy. Oh, see, you're King Killer. That's why he's brain. All right. Now we're gonna go down to order. So starting with the winner of the season, Orange. Once again, congratulations for winning the season, all that good stuff. How does it feel to ultimately win the game and like watching it back as it like came out? How did you feel heading into final tribal council, / the vote reveal?
Bro, so it feels great. Obviously, when we record everything, I was like, okay, I think I got a pretty good chance, right? But then, the episode started coming out, and I was like, all right, it's me or Jeffels, of course. So, I really had no clue if I was winning or not until that vote reveal, and I got those 5 votes. It was just relief, bro. I was ecstatic, and it's just like, I don't know. I felt amazing, and yeah, just really happy that I won the season, obviously.
Oh yeah. And what was your game-defining like winning move that like what got you here?
Game-defining winning move. I think the soccer vote was a pretty big one because that vote could have gone a lot of different ways, and I really put my foot down, and I was like, nah, we're not voting out Jeff, we're voting out soccer.
Thank you,
I think I got you, Jeff. I think that was really like the game-defining move of what really helped me get to final tribal with the people that I needed. So I could come out on top, I could win.
All right, awesome. And once again, congratulations on the win and all that good stuff. You definitely
Thank you,
earned it.
Brody.
Moving
Thank you.
on to our runner-up of the season, Jeff. You made it all
Hello.
the way to day 39, weren't able to seal the deal, and only received 3 jury votes. What is that feeling after coming from one of the worst tribes in MC Survivor history, and battling through all the adversity you had to get to that point?
Well, for starters, 3 out of 8 is like 37.5%, so I'll take that. That ain't bad. But I don't know. I did not have very high expectations for myself going into this. I signed up because my friend sent me a form. I had never watched an episode of Survivor in my life. I still have never watched an episode of Survivor in my life. I had absolutely no clue what I was doing, and like I didn't know until this is actually really funny. And I apologize if my answer is going to get a bit long because there's a lot I would want to bring up. But during the pre-merge, it was after like Chomp's vote or something, and just this goes to show just how much I did not know going into it. Like they started talking about, oh, what if they switch the tribes? And I thought that if I asked, like, what is a tribe swap, they would vote me out for not knowing anything about the game, and so I kept my mouth shut and I just talked like they were talking, so that they would, so that they would assume that I knew what a tribe swap was, and so that just goes to show like how little I knew. But the fact that I battled through a lot. Like I think I went from knowing nothing about the game to knowing quite a bit about the game by the end, but if there is, I feel like if there was one reason I got runner-up instead of being the winner after everything I went through, is because I think Soccer said it at the final tribal, where the way that I perceived whether people were threats or not was off, because I perceived it solely based off of like their story, like what they went through to get there. And so yeah, I had a pretty skewed idea of what threats were.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I got you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Is that everything you wanted to say?
I'll get back to it
Gotcha.
because I don't want all these people to just sit here waiting.
Yeah,
So.
we got a whole show. It's all good. But
Yeah.
just remember, second place obviously not what you wanted, but getting 3 votes in the final 3 in an 18-person season, pretty impressive nonetheless. Moving on to our final finalist, Big Mike. Now Mike, early on, no pun intended, you had a rocky start into the merge, receiving all the opposite Brawn tribe members' votes and all that good stuff, but you were able to recover and find yourself in these final 3 seats, yet you didn't really accumulate any votes in the end. Why do you think that was, and would you change anything like looking back? Mike?
Good answer.
I think your mic's muted or disconnected, I don't know.
He's muted.
I'll give him a couple seconds and then I'll head over to Chase if not. Let's see. Let's see if he messaged me. We'll come back to you, Mike. No biggie. We'll come back to you whenever you're ready. Just give me a shout. So let's turn over to Chase. Now, Chase, this was a long time coming with me snuffing your torch. You won one of my lost seasons, aka Bor Bor, and then you came back and got all the way to the final 4. Yet you came up just short. Do you think there's anything that you would have done differently that would have changed your fate, or do you think it was just you had to win the final 4 challenge?
So looking back, I've actually gone over this scenario in my head so many times. I feel the only real sure way of making it would be to win the final 4 challenge. But assuming that everything up to that point stayed how it was, the biggest regret that I would have, and that I continue to have, is the fact that when we broke off into our little calls, we all each had one-on-one with everyone when we got to the final 4. The problem is I started with Jeff under the complete impression that it was straight up me or him. And beyond that, I immediately then go to Orange, who at that point I had no idea had been plotting to blindside me for 2 straight rounds, and at that point there wasn't really much I could do with that. But probably, if assuming that happened the other way around, I would probably go over to Jeff and try to be thinking maybe that me and Orange might be the better cases for stealing votes away from each other if he's trying to win in a plurality vote.
Jeff, I see you shaking your head no. Would that want to work? Gotcha.
Yeah. It was the closest bet out of any option that was.
Oh no, it would certainly be a yeah.
Well, Chase, it finally happened. I finally was able to snuff your
Yeah.
draft, but still, you should be proud of the game you played. And I thought you almost were gonna do it again, man. I thought you were gonna come in and win another of my seasons, but unfortunately, you got the Fallen Angel placement. Moving on.
It is what it is.
Yep, moving on. Chris K, not here, unfortunate. So, moving on to Soccer. Soccer, what's up, buddy?
Not much.
That's what's up. Now I think you played a solid game. Effectively playing the middle with your ride or die Jeff. However, we've talked about this before, and I think you know where I'm going with this.
Maybe.
At the final 6 round, you and Jeff ended up, voting Chris K, and it led to, your 3-2 to 1 boot. Do you regret not voting with Chris K and making it a tie, or do you think that was just a delay of the inevitable?
I'm not gonna try to prolong my answer because the past is the past, but I can try to summarize it as best as I can. So obviously I had trust in Jeff. I didn't want to go to the end with Jeff, but I felt that he was my best ally at that time. And we wanted to vote together. And we discussed, would we feel better voting with Chris K to vote out Orange or vote with Chase to get out Chris K? And me and Jeff both perceived Chris K to be a bigger threat in the jury's eyes, which we both thought that it wasn't just one of us or the other. And I also personally trusted Chase more in the game than I did Chris K, because Chris had been really wishy-washy, playing kind of saying what anybody wanted to hear, where I kind of felt that Chase knew that he needed me in the game. But I don't think that Chase was ignorant to that. I think he was just kind of outmanned at the time to make that move. And so I felt that knowing I had a number in Jeff and I needed one more, I felt more confident in what Chase was telling me than what Chris was telling me. I knew I was going to get Orange and Mike's vote. I was very painfully aware that I was going to receive 2 votes. I just didn't know if I was going to get that third. And so even though it ended up being a very bad move, I think it was probably the best move I could have made, because I'm not so sure, even if I do convince Jeff to vote Orange with Chris K, that it even ends up positively for me.
All right, I got you. And also I want to answer a follow up too. What's your opinion about the double move too? We've talked about this before. I've said I think it was a round earlier too. But what do you think? Do you think it was a round early, or do you think no, that was perfect timing?
Well, seeing as, spoiler alert, I talked to Double after the season, and he said that he was hardcore coming after me if he survived that round. I have zero issues with taking out Double at 7, because Double was definitely taking me out if he survived at 6. So it was the exact right timing. It's just, I don't know. It's really hard because, I think that most people saw me in the game as a big threat, and including myself, and so it's hard to navigate when you can't win challenges. So I knew I needed Ben out, and so we got out Ben. I knew I needed Double out, and we got out Double. And at that point, I just had to kind of rely on other people to protect me. And unfortunately, the winner here, Orange, got the best of me. And I think that him being able to get the best of me really impressed me, and that's kind of why he won my vote over it in the end.
Okay, very nice. And I'm glad you brought up your vote, but we're not going to touch on that too much. I don't want to, dwell on that too much, but we'll get back to that. We'll get back to you and your jury vote. And welcome, Happy. Perfect timing, too, because Ben and Double aren't here, so we're moving on to the demerge victims, Happy and Ray. So this is kind of a question for both of you. We'll go in, the boot order, so Ray, you can answer first, and then Happy, you can answer after that. But basically, both of y'all were I thought you guys were in great positions, in the merge. I didn't think you guys were going anytime soon. And then the demerge happened. Had that demerge round not happened, how far do you guys think, your individual games go, and how do you think you do? And do you think that demerge round really, screwed you? and Ray, you can go first.
1 sec. Wait, Echo, can I cuss or is that not allowed on this?
You can curse. I don't care. As long as it's not like.
Fuck the
vulgar.
demerge, dude. Fuck the demerge. Nah, that absolutely screwed both me and Happy. Happy, I'm not gonna lie, I was so ready to go ride or die with you on this shit. Like, it wasn't portrayed because, you know, we knew, like, in the edit that, like we weren't getting anywhere past, you know, demerge. But, like, I'm sure if we survived that, I'm sure you probably would have had a lot of footage to show of me and Happy interacting a lot more. Because, like, that was my man. Like, right after, what is it? Double and Chris told me the plan that, like, we're gonna vote out Wiley, playing 2 idols, all that crap. Like, I was, like, happy, like, something's up. Like, I tipped him off. And, like, I was kind of feeding information both ways, but, like, it didn't really do a lot. It was more so just to show loyalty to Happy. But I generally, I'm so mad that we got out at that point. I don't really have much else to say. I'm sure my placement would have been a little bit better had demerge not happened, and I'm sure Happy probably has more to say than me.
All right, and turning over to Happy. Let me hear the demerge hate.
Alright, well, I think the demerge was the greatest twist known to mankind. I think the production yourself just cooked up the best thing ever. I got 2 really, you know, good people out. I think it was amazing. No, it's a fucking terrible twist. It was so bad. I mean, the season was cooking, and all of a sudden, Echo's just like, you know what? Let me put this demerge right quick just to stop the momentum. Which, you know what? In fairness, you know what? Good game. It's whatever. But, if there wasn't a demerge, I think Ray and I would have made it really far. Would we have won? I have no idea, but we were cooking. So demerge was definitely an L. In my opinion, it stopped the momentum, but, like, what can you do? It's just the cards were drawn. It was very unlucky for, like, the season itself and what happened. So the game's the game.
Oh yeah. I can agree with that. Because, you know, we went from rocks, a triple idol play, and then 2 4-1s and a demerge. So, you know, in the demerge, it was a swing. It might have been a miss, but it was a swing. We took a swing, you know, who knows? But it was a necessary evil, and, you know, you guys were both playing great games, and unfortunately a twist, you know, did happen that took you guys out, but, you know, it is what it is. And speaking of momentum and the past, you know, that was building up before those tribals, turning over to the triple idol play victim, Mr. Sir Wiley.
Hell yeah, baby! Iconic.
The first Braun boy to go home too, and it took 7 episodes. So, I mean, I gotta ask. I think, you know, a big reason you were the victim of the triple idol play was because you were perceived as this, you know, this loud, big guy who was gonna be loyal to the Braun tribe. Do you think, you know, that would have been what happened down the road? You would have just been loyal to these Braun guys, or do you think, you know, there's this new game that you were gonna play had you survived that idol play?
I'll be completely honest. I understand why I was the first one to go out of all of us, because, you know, Orange, Chase, not doubles. Why I'm saying double. I wouldn't say Ben, but, like, pretty much all the Bronze were kind of close to the vest, kind of wanting to change the game. You could hear it in their confessionals pre this vote and what they've been wanting to do. But, like, regardless of what you say, I became close with every single one of these people. It was like a experience that I did not come in thinking I was going to get, and then eventually got that. And the problem with me and how I play the game is I am a very loyal person, online and offline. And that's something I really care about. So, like, when a friend comes into my life, they're very important to me. And I just find that really, like, nice, and I have those values. So there was never going to be a time once I got that connection that was going to change. So, like, I understand why I was the first one, and I probably wouldn't have gotten far because of that. Looking back on it, maybe I would have played it differently, but just knowing myself, and if it wasn't the same people and I didn't have the same connection, then screw them all. But it was that, and you can't really come into the game expecting or predetermining that. So, no, I think it would have been the same results regardless. I don't beat myself up about it because, like, I have friends and stuff like that. What sucked is I'm friends with Ray, and Ray and I wanted to work together, but it just didn't happen.
I love you, Wiley, so much.
I love you too, Ray. You're the best. but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, and that's fine. Ray told me the truth. I believed him and stuff like that. There's nothing I could have done because everyone else had a different impression. People were already playing close to the vest. They came to win. I came just to play and have fun, and that's what I did. So I'm not upset about it at all.
Okay. All right. Very, very nice. Very nice. We're gonna move over to Scotty. Give time for Mike to log onto the server, and then Mike, we're gonna go back to you for your question. But Scotty, we're gonna turn to you because you're on the server right now. Scotty.
Well, hello.
Oh man, coming into the season, I was very, like personally excited to see you play, and unfortunately, you were the unlucky duckling that ended up, becoming the first person rocked out of my series. How did you feel like watching that moment live and seeing, the overall, like just seeing that happen, and just walk through the overall feeling of, being one away from the jury too as well.
I mean, the simple the simple emotion of it is heartbreaking. I was heartbroken in that moment, hearing Scotty, you're the last member of the pre-jury. Everyone who plays Survivor, jury is kind of like a rite of passage. Everybody wants to make it to the jury phase of the game, so then, it's a rite of passage. For me, I got that stripped from me from a rock, so it was very disappointing. And I think I also maybe had a little bit too much of main character syndrome, because back I was like, for all the months in between us filming the season and us actually doing the season, I was thinking dude, that's such a good moment of me when I was in the rock draw. There's a lot of stuff you didn't see where I was in the voting confessional during the rock draw. I'm like, let's go to the rocks. I'm super pumped about it, and then only just to get taken out by it. There were so many moments like that where it's like, oh my god, that's going to make for such good TV. And then it didn't show up, and that was a little bit of disappointment for me there. But I think the whole thing, though, I had such a good experience. I have nothing but nice things to say about my experience, but it's just, it's that little itching where I felt like I could have done so much better had I not been rocked out. I mean, obviously, but yeah, that's my very confusing rant there.
I got you. It sucks, being rocked out, especially in, the first Merge Trouble Council where, 10 or 12 people are going to rock, so very unfortunate. Let's go over to the pre-merge now. Pi already answered his question, and now we're turning over to Kaz. Mr. Kaz, the OG leader of Brain Tribe, aka the worst tribe in Minecraft Survivor history. Kaz, as the leader, do you feel personally responsible for the downfall of the tribe? And how do you just feel about your game in whole? Do you think you could have done anything differently to survive that cursed Brain Tribe?
Oh wait, so I know fucking. Yeah, as for the tribe and shit, I feel like I did a good. I mean, I only had one responsibility, and that was to decide who was gonna do the arrow thing. I put Killer on that. I did my job. After that, I don't know. We all I don't know what happened there, man. But I mean, at least for what I could do, I feel like I did a good job. And man, I just. There wasn't much I felt like I could do. I felt like going into this season, unless I was winning a lot of challenges, there was no way I was going to last much longer. I needed a swap to save my life, and unfortunately it didn't come. I felt like, especially once I got to that tribal council where I go home, it's like, I think I said in the episode, I was very sure if we lost that challenge, I was going home. Wasn't much I could do other than find the idol, but I had a blast, man. And even though, it sucks to go out early, but at the end of the day, it's about the experience, not the placement. So I'm really glad I got this opportunity to make it even my first opportunity to ever do one of these things. Thank you so much, man, for even just having me on. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to have you too, Kaz. Moving on to another fallen victim of the Brain Tribe, Killer, arguably one of the stronger members, maybe even the strongest Brain Tribe member, yet you were taken out very early on. Then, proceeding, your torch getting snuffed, you told your Brain Tribe that this was a mistake, and then they proceeded to lose over and over and over again. Do you think that they proved you wrong at any point, or do you think that taking you out was, the snowball?
I don't think it was. I personally, as somebody who got out and who was probably the most screwed over by this tribe, I still don't think it was the right move. But at the same time, what was the right move? if we got out Kaz who couldn't do parkour, we might have won a challenge. But like even then, like I'm not sure how much different this season would have gone. Maybe the Braun would have lost a member earlier on and it would have been Wiley. But still, I just still believe that, like, you know, when I went out, I told him it was their worst mistake, and it clearly showed. Nobody won from our tribe. So I don't know. That's my hot take on it.
Copy. And moving on to the last question I have before we open up to fan questions, all that good stuff. Mike. Oh, I forgot about Mike. Mike, we'll get back to you after Chompers. Sorry, bud. You can take a seat right there. You can break your head. Yeah, right there. Good boy. All right, so Chomps, you were the first victim of the Cursed Braid tribe. Your boot always confused me too, because I didn't really see any like pinpointing moment that, you know, caused your, you know, vote off and stuff like that. So what do you think? What do you think was the personal like driving force that ended your game, and do you think there's anything you could have done differently there?
Yeah. Well, first things first, the context of this. So this recorded happened right back in July, and at that point, actually June, I think. But at that point, I was very new to the community. I'd only been around for a few months, and that inexperience definitely showed when I actually got into the season. I think my biggest mistakes that really led to me getting voted out first there, despite the fact that I clearly wasn't the weakest challenge player, was mainly just due to the fact that I didn't talk to enough people. I had a short conversation with Soccer. Killer and I talked a little bit about the vote, but I didn't really trust Killer at the time because I don't really know who to trust. And I essentially just stuck to the name that we agreed upon initially and didn't really pick up on the fact that the momentum was going against me until it was already too late. I also sort of took for granted that I'd make it past the first two tribal councils because I'd always done that, and that led me to, you know, getting voted out for 1-1, which was unfortunate, but it was what it was, and I definitely learned a lot from Mr. Kordi that would help me in future seasons.
Alright, very nice. And Mike, bringing you back to the question I asked you earlier.
Yep.
You know, early on in the merge, you had a no pun intended rocky start where you received, you know, almost all the anti-Braun votes and stuff like that. Yet you were able to recover, you know, and find yourself in these final 3 seats. But you weren't able to like accumulate any votes in the end of the day. Why do you think that was? And what do you think there's anything you would have done differently to, you know, maybe, you know, accumulate more votes?
I just feel like I didn't take it serious, and then I felt like in the mindset I just feel like I wasn't taking it as serious as I should have been. I feel like I was really tunnel visioned on like one thing, and I was like making it to the end, but I really wasn't trying to play a winning game in the sense like I got past that one tribe. I was like, oh, I'm good. I just wasn't thinking ahead, you know. So I think that's really fucked me. If I could do it over again, 10 out of 10 times I would. But it was a great experience. I loved it. I love playing with these people, man. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was a great experience. So if I could do it again, I would.
All right, very nice. I will say that, you know, from my time of editing this season and just all of us talking, you know, our Discord cast chat, you guys are definitely a very tight connected cast that, you know, brings this loving vibing energy that I bang with, and you know, you guys are a very good cast. Now, I'll go to the fan questions, all that good stuff. As I'm, you know, scrolling through these, you know, fan favorite votes and seeing if anyone had any questions. Does anyone in the audience want to, you know, ask any questions they had in mind? If you do, you can just wave, and then I'll see if I can bring you on to speak. If not, I'll start, you know, looking through these questions. Let me see if I can find one. We'll go to the member first, and then I have some more questions too that are pretty funny. All right, member, I'll send you a thing, and you can come up and ask some questions.
All right. As an avid super fan of this season, I've been waiting to ask this question, Mr. Michael.
Let me talk to you straight. The member, okay, 1-on-1.
You were apparently a fiend hunter.
The fiend hunter.
Why did you vote Ben as the only person to vote wrong when he went home? Did you know he was going home?
I knew he was going home, so I just felt like it was like a pity vote to vote with him, you know. But I am the fiend hunter. You should ask around to see where the fiend hunter is. You should just ask around.
Mr. Happy, what's a fiend hunter?
It's Mike.
See, now I see Happy said that. Now you go ask Double when he comes here.
Okay, I'll ask Double when he comes. That's all.
I can send a DM to
Thank you,
Devil.
the member. How do I get him out of stage?
He leaves.
Yeah, get out of here. Alright, beautiful. Alright. Then we'll wait for anyone else. If you want to come on stage, you can wave and stuff like that. We'll get you on here. But I'll ask the questions I start.
Echo, there was a question in the chat from someone here.
I don't think we should bring it up.
Bring him in. Bring him in. Mr. Chill and Cool. Bring him in. Alright, Chill. You now have the floor. You can ask any questions you want to anyone. You're not talking if you're talking. Or your mic's muted or whatever.
Chill and Cool decided to abstain from talking.
He just wanted to be on stage. Look at this guy.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I get some shade here. You gotta defend me.
He's gonna ask this question when no one's expecting it.
Oh, Brody.
We got it.
Man's out here trying to catch us off guard.
I know.
What'd you say,
Chill and Cool's gonna speak. Hold on.
Oh. Okay, so he's messaging me these questions.
Can you hear you, Chill and Cool?
Yeah,
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Chill and Cool, why won't you accept my friend request? You're not.
Alright, you can just message me them, Chill and Cool. If not, I'll try it again. Yeah, try to wave on stage again. I'll see if I can get you on here. If you're on your phone, that's probably why, because I had some issues with that too.
Oh, that's why I couldn't talk early. Bro, I was on my phone in my car. I was getting food.
Yeah, no, the phone's really weird on this thing. Okay, I'll just ask the question you DM'd me. To Jeffels.
Oh gosh.
Why Chris K over Orange?
Okay, so I have an answer prepared for this question. Not really, but basically, I said earlier that there's certain things that you can't realistically really pick up on when you have no clue what you're doing. It's your first time playing the game, and that is what the jury is looking for. Definitely, in my opinion, fell under that, at least for me. And so, my view on what made someone threatening was how much nonsense they survived. Like I thought Mike and Chris were extremely threatening because they had a bunch of people on them since the beginning of the merge. I thought that Chase was really threatening because he was our target. And so it's really funny, the three least threatening people in my eyes were me, Soccer, and Orange, which definitely skewed my views on some things. So I definitely ended up like I made that choice because I thought that Chris was really threatening, and when I was looking at the final tribal, I was like, okay, do I want to go to the final tribal with 1 brawn, assuming we still vote out Chase at final 4, or 2 brawns? Because I had a feeling that the brawns were kind of all going to vote for one of their own, and so I was kind of banking on if they'd split it between 2 people. But hey, it is what it is. Echo, you're muted.
Oh, beautiful times, beautiful times.
And Echo, in the stage, I added you. There's 2 people that can't speak, but they typed a question.
Oh, they did? Where?
In the stage chat. I added you, just so you know.
Got you. Much love. Let me check them out. So, question. Okay. Who is the best pre-merger and why was it Kaz? Is that a question?
It's not.
I don't know who it was.
It's not. It's not me. It was
It's
Killer.
Jumpers, let's be real.
That's for true.
Okay.
It was
Dude,
Scotty.
Man is
Scotty.
man is so under pre-merge, not merge.
Yeah, Scotty was a merge. Scotty was a merge.
He was a merge boot.
No, I was merge. I was pre-jury, but I did make the merge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Scotty's in limbo.
So unfortunately, I can't be the one. I'm sorry.
This question. What was the hardest vote off for everyone? I guess we can go down the line. Orange, who was yours?
Hardest vote, Chase. Obviously, I was with him for like 15 hours, and just doing that to him, I felt so bad. And also, like, in the immunity challenge, he was rooting for me. He was telling me left, right, and then I knew once we got on call us 2, I had to break it to him because it was pretty much since Final 5. I was like, yeah, I gotta take Chase out. But also honorable mention to Ray because I just felt terrible for him for the demerge.
Technically, you didn't vote him out. So there you go.
Truth.
Oh wait, no, you did. Wait, no, I'm remembering this.
Nah, it was 4-1, baby.
Yeah,
4-1.
I'm remembering that wrong.
Wow.
I'm remembering that wrong. Anyone else? Any hard vote offs that they had?
Yes,
On the sheet?
I didn't specifically do it, but Scotty's just hurt like for a little bit. It stung. Like all of us were kind of involved in it because we went to the rock, but like when Scotty went off and like how his speech at the end before he got voted off just hurt to my core. It just did not feel good.
Who was it that offered to trade him for that?
Ray. It was Ray.
Oh.
That was me.
Yeah, that was Ray.
It's either a rock drop or a trade for a demerge victim. So I think we made the right decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone else in the audience wanted to ask a question? Because if not, I'll get to these. I'm just kind of like.
Hello, everybody. I'm here for the reunion.
Oh, Double. We can get to your question real quick then.
Let's
Double.
go.
Wait, I have a question for Double.
Yeah.
Double. The member asked you, what is a fiend hunter?
Yeah, I still have no fucking clue.
Oh, never mind. He
Alright.
doesn't know.
Double, I'm going to ask you the question I had prepared that I kind of just went down the row and asked everyone their own question. Let me get my notes out real quick. I'm just screenshotting these fan questions real quick before I can do that. So, un momento. Okay, cool. So, where are we at? Double. That's your name, right? Yeah, okay. So, Double.
Something like that.
You came out and played hard right out of the gate. You know, finding an idol, blindsiding Sugar, just overall leading your tribe to like some crucial victories in the pre-merge that you know they wouldn't be able to win that challenge without you there. Yet,
Correct.
when you got to merge, you were viewed as like this big, massive threat that you know it in turn resulted in your elimination down the road. Do you think there was anything you could have done to you know manage that threat level, or do you think that you know the Brawn versus Beauty warfare was way too much to overcome and you were locked into you know just taking down the Brawn?
Yeah, there was no other like way to play that in my mind because I just hated Braun so fucking much, you know. And I'm proud of how I played. I don't think I would have played any differently because you know I play for the gang then, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think you played great, man. The triple idol play or the double idol play leading to the triple idol play was very crazy and awesome to watch.
You want to know a fun fact about that tribal? So, I was watching YouTube during that entire like asking questions, and I almost missed the time to play the idols because I wasn't paying attention, and I had to tab back in to see like 50 messages from stalkers like head ass saying, "Are you playing them? Like play them
What
now."
is your
please."
problem, Double?
Hi, soccer.
I Double.
Yeah, but I almost just totally zoned out.
I wish you would have done that, Double. I really wish you would have done that.
Oh, Gundam style.
Alright, well, thank you again, Double, for popping in here, and you know, great game as always. Moving on to the fan questions we had and all that good stuff. Let's see. Joan Cole messaged me. Let's see. Oh, Double just joined. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. Soccer. This fuck, I forgot to write down where these are from. But I think. Oh no, this was from Joker. I remember this one. Maybe
I don't even ask the question today.
How does
I
it
think you
feel?
should ask the
to
question.
how does it feel to not make FTC in an Echo season?
Honestly, I feel quite indifferent. I think that it's important to enjoy the experience that you were given, and I think that it was meant to be for me to get 6th place. So, I mean, would I have liked to make it to the end? Yeah, but I think that there is a reason that Orange, Jeff, and Mike were there, and I was not. I'm not going to, you know, be all hung up on the fact that I wasn't there in those final 3 chairs. I could have played much more evil and villainous. Like, I've definitely reflected on the fact that I could have ratted out Jeff's idol to like Chase at the final 6 and really have upped my odds of staying. But I chose to be loyal to Jeff and keep the idol a secret. And I think that that's a move that I don't regret, which if you were to ask Soccer many months ago about being loyal, I'm not a loyal person. I'm not someone who, you know, sticks by my allies to preserve their game over mine. So sticking with Jeff Wills and keeping his idol a secret at 6 was definitely out of character for me, but I'm pretty happy that I did it.
Alright, cool, very nice. Moving on. I think this one's from Squid. I could be wrong, but it's the Chompers. Chompers, if you got further into the game, what would have your game plan been into the merge?
Alright, so just looking at my my tribe, the Brains tribe, right? Assuming we were able to take out either Kaz or Pi, then my 3-person alliance definitely would have been me, Killer, and Soccer. So I would have had that solid trio, right? And then that would lead me into the merge, and then my game plan at the merge would basically just be try to be soft-spoken, but also make moves, right? Obviously, Killer, especially, was a pretty big personality, so I'd probably try to act as Killer's second command throughout the game. I'd be able to suggest moves, he'd be able to help execute them, and I'd be able to get far because people don't really suspect me, right? I'm pretty young, I'm pretty underestimated most of the time, I'd be able to get pretty far. And then when the time is right, I'd be able to make a big move, hopefully start winning some immunities towards the end, and just generally be likable. And that would hopefully be enough to help me get the win.
Alright, awesome. Ray, there's a question for you. I know you gotta go here soon, so I'll ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Ray, had Beauty went to another, I don't know who this is from, but had Beauty went to another pre-merge tribal council, do you think you're the casualty, or do you think there's some wiggle room to, maneuver there?
I don't know. I think it's like 80% chance I probably go at the next possible Beauty Tribal Council. Like by the next round, I think it was like final 14 where Double found the idol, and he or when he revealed that that he had the idol. So maybe that would have changed Scotty or Chris's mind, but I think I was toast mostly there. Like. It's weird because I was very nonchalant with Sugar. I know the edit made me seem like I was like a ride or die with him. I was just cool with the fact that he reached out to me. It's like, yeah, I want to align with you. I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm gonna be so real, dude. I put you in a position that completely fucked you, and even during the challenge, you missed 2 1-block jumps that like set us back like 30 miles behind everyone else. So I'm gonna be so real. Yeah, you were going home, man. Where I would have campaigned so freaking hard. I'll also throw this in here. Like, yeah, unfortunately, there's no chance I vote Double or Chris if we go to another tribal. Like, I'm sorry, Ray, but yeah, it would almost definitely be you.
It makes sense.
Sorry, Ray, I would not have voted for you.
Okay.
That's okay, Jeff. Well, you never did, so
it's okay, Ray. Luckily, the Brains had Soccer on their team competing in challenges, so we were never in any danger.
That's good to hear.
Unfortunately, I think you were kind of canned, but yeah, Ray. Thank you for showing up. If you can stay as long as you can. But,
of course.
Thank you for popping
Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Cast. I will take my leave.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Ray.
Bye, Ray.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Next fan question I have is from SS. First one, Scotty. Rocks or material?
Oh. Sorry, what's the question?
Rocks or minerals?
Rocks or minerals? God damn it, Marie, they're minerals! That's my answer.
Right. And also, to the entire Baron tribe out there, what would happen had you guys lost a pre-merge challenge?
I would have gone home probably. I think I was on the lowest of the totem pole, but I'm not 100% in that because there was a time you could see in the edit where Happy was like putting shit on signs and stuff, and I was kind of included in that a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would have been me, but I'm pretty sure it would have been me.
I personally would have targeted Ben. I don't know how that would have went, but I would have targeted Ben.
I would have backed that up too. I think my preference, if we went, would have been Ben.
I also would have targeted Ben. That.
Okay, so I'm good then.
Later pre-merge, I would have been supporting Ben. But
I would just remember the numbers. I'll be real. I'm pussy.
Yeah,
So.
I think that's also a good question too, depending like where in the pre-merge you guys lose. If you guys lose like later in the pre-merge, I definitely see Ben being a boot. But early merge, you guys, or early pre-merge, you guys still think you guys do Ben, or like first 3 challenges talking like, do you guys still do Ben?
Bro, we were brain dead. Like we weren't thinking shit.
Yeah, we were. We were building a frat house.
You're asking for a lot right now. Like
I think Ben would go first 2 challenges, low key.
Okay.
Some shit would probably happen.
I got you.
Echo, we fished for
Yeah.
3 straight rounds. Do you really think there was a single thought going on?
I would have gone with orange. I know that. I would have gone with orange.
Bro, he could have idled one of us out though.
I
That's
would
the
have been
thing.
with Orange, Wiley, and I think Chase at the time if I did the sign thing correctly in the early rounds. I don't
Okay,
know.
Happy. So you
That.
like hate Mike harder.
What?
I thought
I
Chase
love
was
Mike.
with Ben the entire time. I thought they were like brothers in a sense. Like they were really close.
What happened?
Oh, one typo kind of ruined that. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving on to some more fan questions we have here. This is actually from Uncle. He's got a couple of them.
Baby.
To Pi and Soccer, I guess since Pi's not here, mainly the Soccer then. Why Killer over Kaz?
Okay. I've explained this before, but I'll explain it again. I had a 3-person alliance with Pi and Kaz because Kaz and I were pretty close in the game, and Pi and I were pretty much a duo in my eyes. And then also I had a 3-person alliance with Jeffels and Pi because Pi and I, on purpose, wanted to get into 2 different alliances of 3. So do the math there. I'm in the middle. I have an alliance with Jeff and Pi and Kaz and Pi. So that leaves out 1 person, which is unfortunately Killer. So as someone who is notoriously known for being awful at challenges, I don't care if I lose every pre-merge comp because I know I'm not going home anyway because I'm already like socially surrounded. So I didn't care if it went down to like two people left. I was confident I'd be one of the 2. So to secure my spot in that position, the Killer was the person who had to go, even if it was worse for our overall tribe. It was better for me like individually.
All right, cool.
I paid Soccer $20. That's why I stayed. Let's go.
There you go. Sometimes money gets the job done. Next question Uncle had was to Scotty. Scotty, why didn't you accept Ray's offer?
To be completely honest with you, at that point, I had some level of like odd confidence. I was like, what are the chances that I actually go home here? They're 1 in 9. That is so low. So for me, I was going in there thinking, there's not a chance I pull this rock. Like, it's so low. And so I think ultimately why I didn't switch with Ray was just kind of my own mentality. Like, I was like, I mean, I'm just gonna stick with this one. The odds are the same no matter what I do. I didn't really think it would actually be a game-ending decision, and that's what it turned out to be.
Bro is not David Goggins.
Right. We got a couple more questions here, guys, and then we'll get to the fanfare reveal and then wrap things up. So we got a couple more fan questions. Next one is still from Chill and Cool to Double. Why did you abandon your plan to leave Ben for last?
Because it was a stupid fucking plan. Like, let's be so for real. The guy hated me. And to be fair, I was a absolute fucking dick. Like, I was the biggest possible dick. I just told him to his face that he sucked in this game and that he had nothing to do with, like, anything to do with me going home. And he still lost the battle, which is the worst part about it. But, like, I really have nothing against him. And, yeah, there was no point for me to keep Ben in, especially when a lot of the people in the game just didn't want him in. So it just wasn't smart for me to like go for Chase or go for Orange at that time, because I just don't think it would have the same traction as Ben, you know?
I gotcha. And I guess I kind of like follow up to that for you and anyone else a part of the Wiley vote off. He kind of asked, when and why did the idea to vote Wiley come up?
I got this actually. Right before, or not right before Tribal, but a little bit before Tribal. I think it was me, Double, Chris, Stalker, and Ray. Was it? Can someone like
something like that?
Yeah, it was us 5. I know that. We got into a call, and I think Double said he had the 2 idols, and so we decided to have a few of us vote for Ben and a few of us vote for Wiley. And just to split.
Yeah, so the original plan was we were just gonna scare Ben to think it was him.
Mm.
So then I play both idols, and then those guys vote Wiley. But then me and Chris got into a call, and then we both said we can just vote Ben in case Ben has an idol and plays it on Wiley. That means we still win the vote no matter who
like what goes down.
Yeah, there was no losing that.
Yeah, Wiley was just a fall guy. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. It's probably because they saw I couldn't work with anyone else because I was so loyal, which I understand. So yeah.
I mean, I got in a call with Wiley once and he was cool.
Thanks, Jeff.
Correct me if I'm wrong too. This isn't a part of Joe Uncle's question, but I kind of remembering this like back now. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was around that Chase did the oopsie, right? Where he messaged the entire chat about Ben's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did that have any like implications and ramifications to it?
Not really. I'm gonna be so honest.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember that happening. I wasn't looking.
Oh no,
at the
yeah,
chat.
I'm gonna be real. Day of, I completely missed it.
None of us saw that at all.
Well, it wasn't that big of a whoopsie then. Chase, there you go.
Hey, you know what? You know what? My signs can't stop them because they just can't read.
All right.
I was watching
They
YouTube.
just can't read.
All right, moving on. Oh god. Okay, I'm not gonna ask that.
Yes, you have to ask it now.
What is it? What is it?
How pink is it?
Okay.
How pink is it?
This is from KQ. All right.
It's gonna be good.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't ask this.
No, I don't
this
think
is a
you should
good one.
ask
This is a good one. This is a good one. Ask it.
Would you beat everyone in the cast in the twerk off?
No, I've seen
Fucker's got experience in Miami, so I think
Why was I thinking the same
second.
thing too?
Jeez, man.
I'm like the best. At best, I'm runner up, but soccer beats me.
Dude, what? You're
No
thinking I'm
comment.
third place? Come on, be real.
That's crazy. Mike, awesome from KQ. How do you do that move in the game?
What? Can you say the question again? Can you say the question again?
How do you do that move in the game?
You know what? I'll show you. Yeah. Yeah. Go, Mike.
Let's go.
This
So
is good.
you like
Let's go, Mike.
Press W. We should do is press W. W is to move forward, okay? And then my sprint key is kind of weird. No, my crouch is caps lock, okay? So
Yeah.
having caps a lot. But so see, I shift, okay? Then you like do this and you do this. That's the jump, right? And that's how you do the move in the game. Okay, I give you a tutorial live.
Good shit,
There you go.
Mike.
You heard it here first. That's how you do the move.
From the flag.
I thought you were gonna do the
Minecraft
spin
football.
move.
All right. A couple more questions here.
Urges.
Jeffels, is gift pronounced with a soft G or a hard G? Correct answer is
It's GIF.
what?
It's GIF.
So hard G.
I know who asked this. I want everyone to look in the audience. There's this guy called Jabroni, the homie. He thinks it's GIF. He thinks it's GIF. That's peanut butter.
Definitely
That's how
GIF.
that's how the makers of the GIF. Or
I thought it was Giant.
No. The maker of the GIF is psychotic. It's GIF.
Alright, this
It's
is a
Jif.
question to everybody from the same person, Jabroni. He asked everyone present, what do you think was the biggest blunder you made during the season, and what was the thought process behind it? Anyone want to take this one?
I'm not voting in the majority because I messaged the wrong people, and they didn't message me back. That's it.
Staying really loyal to Braun.
Listening to production for the demerge, I should have just been like, nope.
I'm not switching with Ray.
I would say having no clue what Survivor.
Should have swapped with Ray.
Anyone else?
I would say like being shit at comps like soccer.
Not taking Advil before the season.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. But also being shit that comes
Yeah, I went
like
for
soccer.
Okay. Alright. Anyone else want to answer that, or no? All good?
I actually got a better answer.
Alright,
Kicking
so-
Jeff off that puzzle. Because he
Oh,
was
shit.
so terrible at that puzzle. I knew what the fuck the right answer was. Soccer knew the right answer.
I was
Everybody in the
watching.
goddamn mother knows what the
I
right
was
answer was,
under
but
the
Jeff was
impression.
wasn't.
I was under the impression that all you had to do was connect the lines. I did not know it had to be a full picture.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
I
why
suck.
you were great.
I know.
You were so,
It's okay.
That's why you were so great at puzzles this season.
Womp womp.
Hey, I won one.
Brain tribe losing puzzle after puzzle. Was
No, I won the puzzle. I found
That's
out.
because let's address this, Echo. That's because you put me on the wrong tribe.
No, you're a nerd.
No, I was put on the right tribe. Everybody else was just playing as individuals. We
Echo,
we
I
played
can't
the
take this
merge
shit.
in the pre-merge.
Sorry.
Echo, I can't take this shit.
Okay.
I won times. It was a puzzle.
Wait,
It was a
Echo.
puzzle,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How did I make the qualifications for Braun?
You're
Okay.
a Minecraft football player, aren't you?
Minecraft football,
Yeah,
baby.
but like I did run cross country, so like.
There you go.
Dude, I can't spell, and I'm on the brains tribe. What the fuck do you think he was thinking?
Oh, this is actually a question for me. From the plays and interaction you saw during the season, what was the most shocking to you? I think the main thing that was shocking to me was how long the tribal lines of Brain versus Brawn versus Beauty went on. Like, literally throughout the entire season, that it was like Brawn versus Beauty, this big ass war with Brain just sitting in the middle, and Brain wasn't just like this tribe that came out of nowhere. This tribe that got decimated in the pre-merge just to play the middle in the merge and then become two big threats down the line. I don't know. It was very interesting seeing these tribal lines last throughout the entire season. I don't know if it's the same thing for you guys, but it was really just interesting to watch for me personally. But yeah, let's see. Is there any other questions? Okay, this one's specific to one person, Jeffels, and I got a broad question for everyone while I calculate the votes for the fan favorite. So 2 more questions. Jeffels, at what point were you your lowest? At what point did it feel like the floor was falling out from under you? And at what point did you feel like you failed Earth's trial? And
Who wrote this?
This is from Jonas.
Oh, of course it's from Jonas. I would say, the entire end game, because I am an insomniac, and on top of that, like, I was stressing out. Like, it was really funny. Every single time I would go back and watch the episodes, I would talk with Orange or Mike, and then Orange and Mike would go to the other and say, like, dude, Jeff is like freaking out, and it was the funniest thing to me personally. But lowest point was probably when they voted out soccer, just because like I kind of knew that it was me next, but I got back from that. Lowest point is losing Final Four, because I thought I was gonna go home and then somehow I didn't. But hey, no double. I love you. What do you mean?
Right. Okay. I got another question for Chill and Cool to me personally, and then I'll ask the main cast question that someone else had. So a question to me was, do I hate swaps? I don't hate swaps. I just Brain versus Brawn versus Beauty. In a versus season, I don't think swaps should happen. I think I don't know. I don't like swaps in a theme season where tribes are versing each other. You know what I mean? Like Heroes versus Villains, no swaps needed. Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty, no swaps needed. That's my answer with that. And then another question he asked me was, what was your plan with editing, knowing that Orange won? Maybe I was reading too much into the edit, but Orange beating Jeffels wasn't expected until FTC. Well, for me, I just edited the story that's told in front of me, and I think a big thing that people, don't realize is that like Jeffels came from a tribe that lost every single pre-merge challenge and went to tribal every single pre-merge, and Orange didn't vote until episode 6. So like, you didn't really see Orange game until episode 6 compared to Jeffels, who got 3 votes, and from the very first episode. So for me, I don't know. I just edited the story that got told, and it is what it is. If I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm just editing the story that got told. Anyway, moving on to the main cast question they had for everyone. You guys can either answer, one or both questions, and we'll kind of go down the row here, whatever one you wanted to answer. Who played the best game, and how much anxiety / pressure do you think there is when playing an MC Survivor? We can start with Orange and then go down the line while I calculate these fan favorite votes, and then we'll get to the fan favorite. So Orange, you can kick us off.
Who played the best game?
Who played the best game, or if you want to answer, how much pressure / emotion goes into Minecraft Survivor?
Okay, so I think, God, definitely towards the end game, because you're so close, there's so much pressure, and we were tired as fuck, bro. We were pushing through it, and we were struggling, right? Best player, I mean, all right. Honestly, I think soccer is pretty much up there. I think soccer, that Final 6 challenge is just a tricky one, and if he done some right things like Final 7, Final 6, I think he very easily gets the end and wins. I think soccer is definitely up there. Chase is definitely up there. Me and Jeff are up there, so that's what I'm thinking for contenders as best player.
Alright, Jeff.
So, what was the second question? It was how
much anxiety slash
how much
emotions
anxiety
and pressure comes into Minecraft.
I feel like this question was made for me, but I was scared the entire time because I was learning how to play Survivor while also trying to play Survivor, and so that it was just kind of like an added layer of reasons to be stressed out. Best player, this guy, and yeah.
All right, Mike.
Oh shit. For the pressure part, it just definitely like depends on who you are and how you take like pressure, how you deal with stress and all that stuff. And when it gets late into game, obviously you're tired. You're on your computer, sitting at your fucking desk. So me, I'm fucking like loud. I'm sometimes annoying as shit. So me, I take stress like it just rubs off my shoulders. So me, I was really stressed, but I was tired as fuck. But honestly, who played the best game? It's up to these two. Soccer, why are you looking at me? Fuck you. I was gonna say you played the best game, but Soccer, no more.
I was literally just looking because you were talking.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, Soccer played the best game. That's my question.
That's my question. All right, Chase, your turn.
So for the best player, I still got to tip my hat to Soccer. This man. I wasn't even kidding about him having a silver tongue. I regret not saving him at Final 6 to this day, and it's still the wrong move for me. But as far as the pressure, early game, I try not to stress over things as best as you can. Easy in the morning when you first get up, but as you start getting later and later, fatigue is a real thing in these things, especially when you're wrapping up at around 3 in the morning.
Copy. Soccer?
I agree with Chase. Not about me being the best player, but about the fatigue. I think that it's not about stress. I think that the newer you are to these, the more stressed you get, but the more you play them, it's less about the stress of being in it and more about, oh shit, I've been sitting at a desk or like on my computer for like 18, 19 hours straight, and my brain has slowly forgotten how to process things that normally it would process quickly, and you just get really tired and you make dumb decisions. So it's not really stress, it's just like fatigue, like Chase said. As for the best player, I would say, this is going to sound very corny, but Orange. I think that I would never shout out myself, but I mean like everybody else up to this point kind of has. So I think that if you look at it from that perspective, Orange is the main reason that I was out, and Orange played the absolute fuck out of me, and I will always admit that, and I am not bitter. I take a lot of pride in I was impressed, and Orange played the game that I would like to play. That was my first or second time ever playing a Survivor, and to see a lot of what I used to do and him made me very happy, and so Orange was definitely in my eyes the best player this season.
Very nice. Double.
Hello. What's the question?
Best player of the season, or you can answer both if you want to. Either one. Best player, or how much pressure / anxiety comes into playing Minecraft Survivor.
I mean, like when the challenges happen, I form like full-fledged Parkinson's, and I can't stop shaking. So it's like, especially when a challenge is do or die in a game, whether it be 2 in the morning, you have to do 15 4-block jumps in 15 fucking seconds. And you have to like twirl your left leg 3 times, do a hopscotch, and then you have to Fortnite dance and good enough to get like to the next station. And there's still 3 other stations. It just gets like it gets in your mind. So it's definitely taxing. But as for best player, I mean, come on, you look at him. I mean, come on. No, I'm gonna be so real. I did not play the best game, and there is like I got 7th. There's 6 people ahead of me. Any one of those 6 people, I would say, including Mike, don't count yourself out, is better than me in this circumstance because they all made it further than me, which is good in a sense. But there was only one person that really blindsided me, and that's Jeff showed me that he was playing for himself because this was his first game, and I personally felt like I was leading him along as well. Not like as to get him to be an ally of mine, but just so he can get a better grounding. And he used that grounding to further himself over me. Like, this was his first game. He did a successful idol play. He came from the bottom of tribes, and he wasn't a target like during the merge until late game, and he still made it. That's major props from him, or from me to him. And I didn't expect him to vote me out, so.
Sorry.
You're good, man. You did the right thing.
I feel bad about that still. Like,
no,
like,
you're.
like
if you kept me, you would be dumb. Like,
no,
actually.
Like, strategically, it made sense, but I kind of broke my own heart doing that, so.
But also, like, props to everyone. You know, we all played great games. Shout out to Kordi. Miss you.
Kordi?
Like, it's all happenstance, too. Happy was in probably the best position in the entire game, and then he gets fucked in a demerge. So, anything can happen, man.
I feel you. Alright, moving on to next person would be Happy. Happy, you still here? Is he here? You guys here?
Yeah. So it was what, best player, and what was the other part?
Best player and how much anxiety / pressure comes into playing a Minecraft Survivor.
Best player. Well, obviously I didn't really like see the game after my boot too much, but if I had to say, it's between definitely Orange and Jeffles, for sure, for me at least, because I mean Jeffles fought his way to the end and made it there, and Orange played a really good under the radar middle game, and I really love that because that's kind of the game I play sometimes. So those are the two best. Soccer could suck it. Not.
What did I do? I just sit here and listen to y'all speak.
That's the point.
And for what was the second part?
Fatigue and stress.
Into Minecraft Survivor.
Yeah, you definitely feel that when you're newer coming into these games. You definitely feel the fatigue and stress more. But when you play a couple of these, you're just like, oh, I have to experience this again. But when you're new to this sort of thing, yeah, you definitely experience it, so be prepared for that.
Alright, moving on to Wiley, your turn.
For the fatigue and stress part, it's actually interesting. So, like, when most of my game was played, which was pre-merge, when Braun was, like, close to losing and stuff, once we would win, it felt like an energy boost, like an adrenaline rush, so that really, like, woke me up in a sense. I still felt that fatigue and tiredness, but those moments when you become so attached to it, it really gives you that like adrenaline rush. But I think the best player overall, I think, is Jeffles, because I voted for Orange in the end because Orange is the homie, of course. But Jeffles had a great speech at the end. Again, just finding out that was his first time playing. I had no clue, even still months later, I had no idea, so that's really impressive in itself. Again, like Soccer said, coming from the bottom, then all the way up. Really impressive as well. And I just feel like even when I had that one-on-one with Jeffles on the vote that one time, I felt like this guy knew what he was doing, and he was in the right headspace. So from my point of view, I think Jeffles played an incredible game.
I appreciate that. Wait, can I like talk about our one conversation real quick? It was really funny. No, it was me with Mike. I remember this. I got so mad I didn't get in the episode. But remember when Mike was like, after we went to Rocks, he was like, whoever votes me, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
And then I got into a call with you, and I just sat there for like 5 seconds silent, and then admitted to Mike, by the way, I voted.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was.
I loved it.
Moving on, we go to Scotty. Scotty, your turn.
Well, you know what? I was fortunate that I went home pretty early in this season. I'm not sure if you know that, but so I didn't really have to deal with too much fatigue. When I left the game, I was literally, for maybe about an hour, I was actually just pacing around my kitchen table just to wear off the adrenaline of the day. So I was still ready to go after I was taken out very untimely. I think in terms of, also I wasn't in the game for too long, so all I can really say is what I was able to see on the show, and I really have to give the best player award, if I'm giving it out, I got to give it to Orange. I felt like he played a very, very strong game and just did a lot of the right moves when he needed to. And, obviously it worked out for him and he got that W in the end.
All right, moving on to the Brain Tribe people. Yeah, the pre-mergers. Woo woo. Kaz.
Brain Tribe.
Kaz, you muted. Anything? Got nothing?
I don't think
All right.
he doesn't want to speak.
Killer.
Good answer.
Your time, Killer.
Yeah. Like best player, obviously, in my opinion, it is Soccer. He was flexing how he's going to play the merge in the pre-merge, because he was able to connect with so many people on our tribe. Like, literally, doesn't matter who went home. Jeffels would have been the first person voted off, and then he would have had a final 2 with like Kaz on the tribe. He could have even had a final 2 with Chomps on the tribe. That's how good Soccer was.
I did.
Pre-merge.
I had a final 2 with Chomps.
I know. You're the only person that is 100% guaranteed to make it out of the Brains tribe. But playing these games for so long, because I've been in this community since like 2016, and of course, whenever you're playing these games, like you're going to be fatigued and all that, and you get used to it. But sometimes if you don't play for a long time, especially because this is the first recorded I played since 2019, since that incident happened. So it's not so much of the fatigue of the game happening, it's more of the stress of the reputation, or you're coming into the game to win, but you're always so nervous about going home early, or making a dumb move, or doing something that's terrible. And yeah, that's just the way that I always been in games. I just don't want to go home early. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. So
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. And rounding us out here, Chomps, round us out. Who do you think played oh god, double please now. Who do you think played the best game overall, and how much pressure is anxiety comes into these things?
Yeah, alright, well, first things first, I'll answer the first question about who played the best game. And the thing that I would like to do is I would like to redefine what game means in a sense, right? Because sure, game could mean game in the Survivor sense, right? Getting to the end, making moves, winning challenges, playing advantages. But there's also more games to that, right? And I would actually like to bring up the plight of my good friend over here, Kordi, alright? Now, Kordi, sure, he may not have played the best Survivor game, but you know what he did? He played the best building game, alright? He worked on the shelter, he volunteered, he took leadership, and you know what? He goddamn succeeded. I know Kordi may have gone first boot, but he is the true winner of this season in my heart, and if I do not see him back for second chances, I will have a word with you, Echo.
Oh, biggie. Okay.
That's
all
all from me.
Well, thank you guys for, answering that question, all that good stuff. But now, let's get to what everyone's been waiting for the night, and the fan favorite. Woo! We're gonna do...
Yeah! Whoa. Scotty's award.
It's Scotty's award.
It's Scotty's award.
Get over here, Echo. Get over here. Soccer, I would moss the fuck out of you.
You don't want these
Not a
problems,
chance.
Mike.
Not a chance.
Soccer, you're cooked in any sport we play. I hope
Double
you
is riding me, whoa.
What?
Wait,
What?
Whoa.
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 Yeah.
Alright, guys, so, what I call your... Oh, shit. Not symmetric. Hold on.
It was symmetric.
Oh, dude.
Mr. Electric.
Is that... Okay. Yeah, what I
Yeah,
call
that's 6.
Yeah, when I call your name, you're gonna head up and just pick one of these spots.
That was disgusting.
I usually do the top 5.
Sorry, I'm eating chili.
I usually do the top 5, but 2 people tied, so we're doing top 6.
Oh.
So when I call your name, you're just gonna come up, and in any random order I'm gonna call your name. You're just gonna come up, claim a spot, and yeah. So in no particular order, first one in the top 6 is Mike. Mike, come on up.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike.
All right. Next would be Double.
Let's go.
Double.
Okay, killer.
Moving on to the next person, it would be another beauty boy, Scotty.
Yeah.
People's champ.
Here, I'm gonna go other side.
Wait, just got to switch.
Yes, let's switch.
All right, moving on.
Hopefully that works out.
Let's get some brains in here. Let's bring on Jeffles. Jeffles, come on.
Let's go, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeffos!
That would be our only brain person. Let's bring in Chomps. Chomps,
Chomp,
congratulations.
yes,
Woo!
sir.
Chomps!
Yes, sir.
I didn't vote for you.
All right, last one. What do you think? Brain, brawn, or beauty?
Probably brawn.
Brawn.
Bring home the brawn.
Mike
Could
is
be
the only
orange.
brawn on here, so let's bring on another brain.
Whoa! Hot house hate.
Let's go,
Soccer.
brawn.
I
Okay,
can't
that's
take
you,
this
buddy.
slander. I can't take this slander.
I know you. I know you.
We need a recount.
Yeah.
We need a recount.
That is a win for me.
Frat house hate are all winners.
All right.
Okay.
So there's a total of about 51 votes that accumulated to I don't know, like 260 total points or whatever. Whatever math you want to do. But there's 51 total votes accumulating 26 or 260 whatever it was. You math. So we're gonna go in reverse order now. If I say your name, you will not the fan favorite and all that good stuff. So yeah. Now in 5th place, tying with 23 votes or points rather, is Chompers and Soccer. You guys can both sit down.
Oh, you scared me with the S there. I thought you were about to say Scotty.
Scotty, let's bring him.
I'm surprised they even made it there, honestly.
Oh,
agree.
No, Chompsters do the best.
Crap.
All right.
I just got
Top 4. Top 4.
We're down to the top 4.
Damn, look at that.
Best placement I've ever gotten.
So, the person in 4th place with 25 total points to their name is Mike. Mike, you can sit back down.
Ooh, Mike. I had to do it for the member.
GG, Mike.
I did it for the member.
For the member.
Mike is mine.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Jeff, double. Good luck.
Good luck.
Top 3. All 3 of you got over 30 votes, or 30 points.
Golly.
Now in 3rd place with a total of 31 votes or points, whatever you want to call it. Mr. Dublé, you can sit back down.
I'm shocked that I even got third. I'm gonna be honest.
Don't
Give me
say
Jeff.
that, Double.
Hear me, Jeff.
We're now down to our top 2. A brain in Jeffel and a beauty in Scotty.
Bro, I guess second twice.
Goody.
Now, this vote count was 35 to 34. One
Oh,
vote
wow.
for fan favorite.
Oh.
Good luck, brother.
Now,
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to you, Jeff.
the person with 35 total points and winning the fan favorite of season 2 is. Oh no, I got low battery. Is.
Low battery 1. Damn.
Congratulations, Jeffles. You have won the fan
Oh, what?
favorite.
Wow.
GG. Let's go.
What's up, boys?
Big man. You get $500.
No, you get this very nice shiny gold chest plate. There you
go.
Oh.
Ooh la
You're in
la.
the water.
Hey, Orange, we both take him a dub. I'm
Taking a dub. Taking a dub.
Congratulations, Jeffles. You have won the fan favorite, joining a very elite club with Corn. Very nice.
Let's go.
Corn.
The shade is crazy.
Now, with
I
that,
voted for Corn.
that being said, that basically wraps up the after show. Thank you guys all for showing up, and thank you guys all for watching. It was an amazing season. You guys were an amazing cast. This is finally the tying in the bow of the Yukon. So, Yukon, you guys can send them away and say goodbye.
Adios.
Yeah, Yukon.
Frat house for life.
Bye
Frat house for life.
Brawn on top.
Brawn on top.